What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again, and today I've got some Stellaris for you. This is a game I've gotten really addicted to over the past few days since I got it, and I wanted to show off the Halo mod to you guys. This will be kind of a short video for this game. This game can take a long time to play through, so let's hop into it here. The first thing I've got going is we are obviously, like I said, in the Halo mod. We're in the Sins of the Prophets port to this. Right now the Covenant aren't in as a default species. You can create them sort of, but I'll get into that more in a second. Right now you can see the UNSC is in. However, well, this is a UNSC ship. The character portraits and stuff are just the standard ones from Stellaris' vanilla game. So as you can see, you can pick from a number of different alien species. There's a UNSC one which just uses, like I said, a basic vanilla portrait, and then there's Covenant which also uses, basic vanilla portraits as well. That's all fine and well. We're just gonna do this really quick. We're not gonna change any of our traits or anything like that. We are going to just get rid of this man bun here. That'll work. Names are all fine, I do believe. City appearance is fine. Government and ethics, okay. That's perfect. Okay, so the flag. You can see a number of Halo flags and stuff have been added. You've got the UNSC flag here, which is probably what we'll be flying. But you've got Covenant flags, you've got ONI, ODSTs, civilian branches of the government, stuff like that. Even the Pillar of Autumn's here. We're going to stick with UNSC, though. And as for the color, I don't know. Let's... Oh, no. Let's do this. Let's go with black. Starting weapons. Nuclear missiles. Faster than lights, warp travel. I would say hyperspace is probably a little bit more akin to what it should be. And then there is Covenant ships as well. But I haven't even gotten very far with the UNSC ships. So let's go ahead, save this, back out. This is all fine as far as I can tell. This isn't going to be a permanent game, I don't think. This is just to kind of show you guys off Stellaris. I want to know if you guys want to see more of this. Given what you see here today. So as you can see, we start off, the game's paused. We've got a science vessel which we use to explore the stars. This is essentially a scout ship, but it can also assist in researching all sorts of stuff. As this is a port of Sins of the Prophets, it looks really excellent. I didn't actually think it would come out this well, but it looks very, very awesome. These are probably some of the best models I've seen in Stellaris so far, and that's saying something with the amount of good work in some of the other games. And then we've got our first battle group right here, along with our space station, which I guess is based off of the anchor station from Reach. Now, I've been playing the Star Trek mod, and the ships in that are a lot more powerful. These UNSC ships aren't very powerful. They've only got 77 damage, which isn't a lot, but they're pretty cheap and they don't take up a lot of room. Where, 3 ships is pushing in that Star Trek mod I mentioned, this is literally just 3 ships. I mean, one ship in that will take up multiple ships sections. These ships only take up 1. So I'm sure they're going for that asymmetrical combat that you see in Halo, where the Covenant are really powerful. They don't have many ships, though. Let's go ahead. Let's research fusion reactor, colony ship, and mining network's probably the better of these. But let's go ahead and get army damage, because we're the UNSC. We're militaristic. We're probably gonna be conquering some people here. Maybe not this time, but that's what we're gonna look into. Oh wait, no, I lied. This isn't our science ship. This is our construction ship. This right here, this ONI vessel is our science ship. I'm actually really excited for this one because a lot of people don't like to make this ship for some reason. I guess they're just not a big fan of the design. I like the design on this ship. It does look a little bit off from the rest of the Halo canon stuff, but it still feels, you know, UNSC. I mean, you can see like the elements of the longsword in there, and just because so many people don't like to make it, it is nice to see it as an addition. So what we need to do is we've already got a scientist assigned to that ship. So we're just going to go out here into our system map and tell it to start surveying the system. So this is the map here. So Sol is one planet, one system, and there's all these systems all around here. Like every one of those specks you see is a system. Now, not all of those are inhabitable planets. Some of them are just systems that you can put a station on, you know, like mining stations or research outposts and stuff like that. And we're going to throw this into fast forward here just because it does take some time to get stuff done in here. So we'll have to wait a second for him to scout out a couple things before we can do anything. So as you can see, he's going around really quick here and scanning the planet since we're on fast forward. His job right now is to see if he can find any viable resources, any signs of life, anything like that. Now obviously this is supposed to be a Sol system, so you can see he's not going to find any alien civilizations here, more than likely. And you know, oh, there's a resource finally. I didn't think he was going to even find that. So we'll send our construction ship over here to get this mineral. Alright, so our scientist leveled up. There's a lot that goes into this game. So certain events require certain levels of scientist or certain experience from a commander. And so yeah, if your leader can die and stuff like that because they all have ages. And depending on your species traits, they might live longer or not. There's some of a, you know, R&D thing to that
System
too.
survey complete.
Alright, so she surveyed Earth. Let's go ahead and check out Alpha Centauri. From what I've seen, Alpha Centauri generally has a habitable planet on it.
Situation log updated.
So there's an alien life. Now this is why the Halo mod feels a little bit off for this, and it's a little bit better suited for Sins. Is because with Sins it's a more of a straight out combat type of game. Alien vessels. So there's actually 2 alien vessels over here. There's the space cows and a space amoeba. This thing will actually attack stuff. The space cows are docile though. And that's actually more powerful than my ships right now. But let's do this.
System survey complete.
Spaceport. See if we can get a couple more ships up, try to catch that space amoeba before it leaves. That's going to be kind of a tall order, but you never know. Alright. Yeah, it's looking like it's probably gone. It just disappeared off the radar.
Anomaly found.
Alright, so we just found our first anomaly.
Construction complete.
Let's pause that. So, their chance of failure is 22%. So, something could happen on this mission that has the potential to harm or kill them. That means that it could destroy the ship, it could kill the captain of the ship, or it could kill the captain and destroy the ship. However, our chances are pretty good at that, so let's go ahead and research it. And as you can see, we can select admirals, we can have governors that lead our planet, we've got a president that leads our empire. So let's bring the battle fleet down here. So you can see her research of this system led to an anomaly on this planet so that we can further research. Anomalies will have all sorts of different effects. Sometimes it will be just like, oh, that's kind of an interesting thing, you know, nothing really too cool that you can do with it. Artifacts of an alien civilization on Sirius 4.
Situation log updated.
So, I mean, that's talking about some aliens and stuff. So as you can see, we can now recover their artifacts. Now, we cannot track this mission, but as we go along, we'll find them, and presumably there would be some sort of reward for that. We can also research aliens as we come across them. However, like I said, we recognize both the aliens that are in here. With the randomized species, you gotta be a little bit more careful, just because, you know, you never know what you're gonna get with them. Yeah, that's space amoebas.
Situation log updated.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of crystalline entities in here, and they're much more powerful than my battle group. So what we need
System
to do...
survey complete.
So we need to get the battle group out of here. So when you jump into a system, you have a cooldown of so many days. Now, these guys were, because it's on fast forward, their days went by. The crystalline entities didn't attack them or anything like that. So we're alright.
Research complete.
Alright, so we've actually got 2 things to research now. I didn't see that. Let's go ahead, get a physics lab going, and a defense platform seems very UNSC. Yeah, in retrospect, the black was probably a bad way to go because it blends in with space. When it picks your color for your primary color, that's what your background in space is. So, like, with Star Trek mods, you know, you're generally going to probably pick, like, blue. So if you zoom out, you see blue. You can tell blue apart, but this black blends in really well. Oh, well. It's okay. And let's go over here, get ourselves another mining station going. And let's look inwards here. So we've got Earth. Let's take a look what's going on here. So we've got 3 food. We've got 8 people on Earth with a possible population of 10 currently. We've got another population growing as we speak. Many of our folks here don't actually have structures they're working with. They're just using the resources on
Evading hostile
land.
fleet.
Oh. What's on, it's a space amoeba. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's, we want to get our food up. Food helps populations grow. Keeps people happy, you know, actually having something to eat. Hopefully we can get to Procyon before that thing leaves again, too. I really want to kill it so I can show off some space combat to you guys. I'm moving here. There we go. I guess with the UNSC ships, from what I've seen, the Star Trek ships will still move and stuff. They just can't jump out of the system. But I guess these guys can't actually do anything. That was something I was reading online, that you had that cooldown. You were exposed during the cooldown, but maybe I'm just imagining things. But in the Star Trek mod I was playing, they aren't affected by that per se. They just can't jump out of the system. But they can still move around, engage in combat.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So you can see all of our ships have different lives and stuff like that. You know, see, obviously they use missiles and MAC cannons. I don't know if it's possible to have MAC cannons at this point. So they're using a lot of missiles. We're gonna probably lose a Corvette here. Yep, there it goes. I couldn't even see the name of this thing's healing itself too.
Situation log updated.
Alright, we won, but we lost the ship. Should have probably had an admiral assigned to you. That might have helped things out some. So now that we've killed it, we've got a research project up from its corpse. For some reason it turned into a metal object. I don't know why. And our fleet's now slightly damaged, you know, and minus, you know, it's down a ship. So let's go ahead, bring it back to Earth. Let's get to the anchor station here so they can perform repairs on these ships here. And as I suspected too, I didn't really look at this yet, but Alpha Centauri is indeed habitable. Habitability is 80% by humans. Depending on how your species, you know, acts and their diplomacy skills and stuff, you might also be able to have aliens come live with you guys. On a UNSC playthrough, I don't know that you're going to want to do that. The UNSC is pretty xenophobic after the Covenant. Like I said, and then there's that whole diplomacy thing too. It doesn't necessarily feel right with the UNSC. It fits a little bit better with the Covenant, and so maybe if I actually do play through this, I'll do it as the Covenant. If you guys want me to. Let's go ahead, throw it and fast forward again. It wants us to investigate the aliens. Like I said, we're not going to do that because we're familiar with both those alien species. We're going to go ahead, though, and scan the debris from the space amoeba because they'll start a research project, or it should.
Debris analyzed.
Okay, so it actually was just the debris. So as you can see, I've got a number of things from it. I've got amoeba breeding program, plus 10% progress. So whenever I see this come up in my research, it's already partially researched. Regenerative hull tissue, when that comes up, it's already going to be partially researched. And then just in general, the society research, which is this one here, has gained plus 10 points. And while you're in that system, you might as well start to survey it. So let's go ahead and head into the ship designer here so you guys can take a look at the ships we got. So we've got a transport ship, the Whiskey 036 is its name. This is obviously the Phoenix class. I'm not sure if this is a refit version or not, but yeah, this is our transport ship. This is what you transport armies in. So if you need to move a defense army from one planet to another, or if you're looking to attack a planet with your assault armies, this is what they would pop up in. The Mona Lisa is our construction ship, although I think this is actually a different class than the Mona Lisa was. And the Artemis class of corvettes. Now all these names are randomly assigned, so obviously this isn't the Whiskey 036 class, and this isn't Challenger. Now, we can actually go in here and customize these, so you can say I can change the name of the class here. I can, you know, take weapons and stuff off. So in the case of the transports, all I can really do right now is just add cores. You know, they don't need fission cores or anything like that. It just needs that to go. If I had upgrades to the warp drive or thrusters or radar, I could do that, which I don't have those either. So let's take a look at our combat ship, since that has the most options. You can get computer combat cores, you get different weapons availability here, so I'm not sure if we get access to the Mac cannon later on in this mod currently, but right now all you have access to is nuclear missiles. We're gonna
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Alright, we got another anomaly. Another ancient civilization's been kind of found, possibly. Or at least there's signs of it. So we're gonna go ahead and research that, see if we can find any goodies. Like I said, sometimes that might mean a research project. It might come up empty-handed.
Research complete.
Or you know, they could find something different altogether. So let's read what they've got going here. Partial remains of a gas mining station in orbit around Procyon 2, which appears Voltum in origin, I guess. Its station-keeping station-keeping thrusters were deliberately fired millions of years ago in an attempt to push the station directly into the gas giant.
Situation log
Never made it
updated.
into the gas giant. Let's see. We got our colony ship now, so we can start moving out into space. So as you can see, there's the amoeba breeding programs popped up in the regenerative whole tissue, which is actually a good one. That's a rare technology, so we might want to research this now. Because we're trying to keep this short, let's go ahead and research a small one. So we can either do military academy, which makes it easier to get better soldiers and makes them, faster to train them. They do more damage, and it's cheaper to upkeep them. But because we don't really have anybody to use our army against, let's go with naval capacity, because we actually have some spacefaring foes. We're going to want more ships, though, because we're going to try and take on the crystalline entities, and they way outpower us. So we're going to start building up here. Actually, that was kind of a stupid idea.
Anomaly found. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Or it could be assigned to something more. Let's go ahead and research it, because like I said, we don't have very long. Let's try to research as much as possible. I suspect that one will probably turn up nothing, but that's just a guess, so we'll see. Oh. So, oh, you know what? Yeah, see, so that gas mining facility, we actually have a mission from that, and I didn't even realize, I didn't think to check. So, our scientist here is skill level 3, so they can actually research that. If they hadn't been so advanced in their skill, they wouldn't be able to research this. Gosh, I wish the ODST ships were a little bit more powerful.
Research complete.
Okay, so let's freeze again here. Let's go ahead, go with a ion thruster. And let's build a colony ship. We really have better things to do than research a giant space germ.
Special project complete.
So I don't know that research really did anything for us. Okay, oh yeah, that's the Voltoms. So they're the ones who we had to get the artifacts from, so that was one of their spacesuits. So we actually did benefit from that a little bit. Not a huge amount, but some. Let's go ahead and check out Waskar. And I'm thinking we'll inhabit Alpha Centauri because there's a lot of stuff in that system, so if we inhabit it, we can make use of all those mineral mining outposts and the engineering
Research complete.
Research. Physics lab is done. Let's go ahead and get this one. Power plants are good. We like having power. Keeps us going.
Construction complete.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move our battle group over here. They're gonna help defend Alpha Centauri while we get set up. We're going to colonize the planet. Now, we get to choose wherever we colonize it. So I'm thinking right here is going to be a good spot. This will at first take away from our minerals here, but we'll be able to make use of those later on. So sending out a colony ship, setting up a colony takes away from our energy credits. So we're actually losing energy credits every month now. After the setup period, they will be set to go. We'll start making energy again, or at least, you know, if we don't spend much more, we'll be making it again. So we've got people out of work. Yeah, they bred really fast. That was kind of to be expected with me putting concentration on population. So let's go ahead and build another power plant, I'm guessing. I'm thinking that might be good. Also, the mineral silo might be a good option here because there's no resources to take advantage of. You know, it's just one of those things. It's whatever you need, basically. It's a free slot. You're not going to make as much energy, so if you've got to spend your money really wisely and you've only got limited spots to build, you're of course going to build on top of what's going to get you the most energy. Significant amount of debris in orbit around this gas giant. So let's go ahead and check that out. That's probably another Vatum research thing, I'm sure. Alright, so Alpha Centauri Prime is establishing their colony now. So this takes a little bit, so you can see it'll be done in 2209. It's 2208, so it won't be done until almost a year from now in game time. Let's see here. So nothing good came
System
from that debris
survey
field.
complete.
Proto-civilization. So there's primitive aliens. Our probes show that their Neolithic culture has mastered fire and developed a rudimentary spoken language. So one of the cool things about that is that, so they're here on this planet, right? They're on, I think, Wasker 3.
Construction complete.
Yeah, so Stone Age primitives. So what we could do is, if we were to say build a space station here, you know, come here and build a frontier outpost, we could then build an observation post on this planet. Actually, no, I might as well do that really quick to show it off to you guys. This doesn't really feel like something the UNSC would do, but let's go ahead and do it. Go up to Bernard Star. We're getting further and further away from Earth and not really being able to check stuff out. So as you can see, my space is expanding. Even though I don't
complete.
own this, these planets here, I could build here too if I wanted because it's within my space. Same of Bernard Star, and yep, Sirius even falls in our space too now. Let's go ahead and do that one.
Colony established.
So the colony is established. As you can see, we're now back up to 10 energy credits per month, so we're gaining positively now. So they're going to start colonizing here. You want to put a concentration on food if possible. That might be a little bit tricky with this one. This actually wasn't a good early planet to colonize. If I looked at it a little bit more closely, because you've got all these block tiles here, and well, these can all be cleared
System
at a later
survey
point.
complete.
It requires research. So I'd have to look up, I'd have to research, and that's going to take me a long time. So right there you can see I've now got the toxic kelp removal that I can research, but, you know, that'll take me months. Meanwhile, I'm losing out on population, and that's only if that's actually the toxic kelp on that planet that I can remove and not something else. Which, you know, I got toxic kelp here, 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 but then there's dense jungles for the rest of it, even a volcano. Did you already research all that? You certainly did.
Evading hostile fleet.
Attacks. Okay, so we've now got pirates. That's a thing, so we're gonna have to look out for pirates. Oh, here they come right now. 111, so they're
Evading hostile fleet.
Like with the Star Trek one, I almost didn't feel too threatened by anybody, but...
Station under attack.
Oh yeah, our outpost isn't even that strong, yeah. I mean, Star Trek one, the outposts and everything are real strong. So let's go ahead, we got our battle group. Before they get into the fight, let's recruit a leader for them. Alina Bernard looks pretty good. She increases their fire rate, so that will help out some. Hopefully we get in there before they destroy that, but I don't think we will. So I think we're going to lose that frontier outpost. And so we won't be able to...
Hostile fleet engaged.
Could have possibly gotten there a second beforehand and gotten to stop destroying that, but it's alright.
Situation log updated.
Well, let's move our science ship in to get these guys researched. Let's move these guys back to Sol for a minute to get them fixed up. So there is a pirate base around here somewhere. I'm not sure where. So apparently, too, I didn't even realize that until just now, is that actually, if your science ship's looking up something like debris, even though it's a different scientist and, you know, they're on their own ship, that will actually take away from your researching stuff. So that's pretty lame.
Research
It
complete.
doesn't really make any sense. So we can now upgrade our power plant. If we want, we could assist research. Let's actually assist in research. Get that. Because then we can take our science ship and they can actually assist the planet and increase our research speeds. Let's take a look here. What we got going? So we got our battle fleets. We've got some money. What I'm waiting on, though, is the ability to... Sorry, I'm half distracted here. Oh!
System survey complete.
That's the bloody pirate station right here. Gosh, the pirates are in our actual system. Normally they're out of the system a ways. That's kind of nice that we can actually see them. That means we can go deal with them real fast here now. Probably take some heavy damage with the fleet, though. And...
Hostile fleet engaged.
so you can see, station's going down pretty quick. But my fleet's losing ships here.
Situation log updated.
The Edge of Umbra took some damage there. We lost another ship. But we took out this pirate's space station, so that should make our space a little bit safer. No more innies right now. That is one interesting thing. I should say it could be kind of interesting seeing the innies, because you do have different factions inside of a planet. Once you really get going here, you can get all sorts of different factions. I can't remember where that one's at. I think it's through here, yeah. You get different factions. Right now, it's just the Loyalists under Lord Hood. See all of our leaders here.
Situation log updated. Evading hostile fleet.
So these are the Void aliens. So we actually have not found any sentient life yet. Just all the kind of spacefaring creatures. gonna have to end this pretty quick. I'm hoping to try and get the space station upgraded done, so I can show you guys some of the other ships here before we get out. Let's go ahead and bring our science ship back into the area so we can take a look at what they can do with the assist research once that goes up. And well, we've got some money here. Let's get these engineering research outposts going here to increase our speed of research. We've only got 5 monthly gain on engineering research, so we can increase that though. Get an additional 6 gain going every month, so double our research speed on the engineering technology. Helps if you're unpaused. At least that's what folks tell me. Alright, you're not done yet though. Now we need to go down here and do this research. I was going to get these mining stations too, but since I don't think we're going to have time, let's go ahead and just do this. So we're down to 11 months remaining, so that did help some. Obviously some time passed too, so that's kind of a combination of those two.
Research complete.
Knocked down that time by a pretty significant amount. We can increase naval capacity again. We could do that. There's volcanic removal. Let's go ahead and do army upkeep, I guess. At this point, it really doesn't matter because we're not going to have time to show any of those off. Furthering our engineering research, we're now only down to 3 months remaining. So that sped up that process very, very quickly. So you guys can see the important research stations. Now bear in mind, every station I build takes away from the amount of energy credits I have. So getting
Research
these engineering stations and stuff like that, it's all very important. There's assist research is done.
Situation log updated.
So that's probably our first alien vessel. That's more than likely our first sentient aliens? Maybe? No, it's just the space cows again. That got hurt too from something. So we could do the destroyers and stuff, try to get more, but I don't think we're going to have time for that. Well, we definitely won't have time for that. So let's go ahead and upgrade the anchor station. And we've got our assist research, so let's go ahead and pull this person over here. So now they're assisting our research speed, so you can see we've got plus 11 engineering research. I'm not sure what exactly their assisting research actually does. I don't know if it's just like a general thing that they get towards it. So research speeds plus 16%.
Construction complete.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what goes towards. I know it does speed it up. I could tell that. It's not exactly sure. I think you might need an actual research outpost on the planet, which we don't have any. So you need like this basic science lab to make use of that more effectively. And because we've got a level 2 power plant, we can upgrade our power plants on this planet. And we've got people starving here on Alpha Centauri Prime because guess what? We got only 3 food and we've got 4 people, so somebody doesn't get food. So in order to remedy this, we'll have to get rid of mineral resource right now because we can't get this stuff cleared out right this second.
Research complete.
So we've got defense platforms. As you can see, the defense platform is MAC cannons.
Construction complete.
Yeah, it's 2 MAC cannons facing away from each other. Kind of an interesting design. Um... So you can build an add-on to that to increase the number of Corvettes, but it actually looks like that upgrade made it so we don't get any additional ships, which is kind of disappointing. A little bit surprising, actually, too. Yeah, nothing really gained. We can upgrade our ion thruster, upgrade to ion thrusters from chemical thrusters. This makes it so that inside of gravity wells, our ships move faster. They don't move faster from planet to planet, but just inside the gravity wells, they move a bit quicker. These UNSC ships are already really fast, but that's still pretty useful. I mean, that's just building on their strength that they already have, so that's always a good thing.
Construction complete.
We are going to have to end it here, guys.
Construction
complete. Let me know what
complete.
you thought of this. Let's go ahead and throw our fleet into their death. Make a few more ships, and then we'll send them out to their doom.
Research complete.
Yeah, see, that's flying through stuff now. Upgrade that to an engineering facility.
Research complete.
Increase research speed? Sure. God, these UNSC ships are super weak. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm in that Star Trek mod I keep mentioning. I was playing it last night, and I've got like a single ship that does like 4.4 thousand
Construction
damage.
complete.
That's a much more advanced ship, but that single ship could just wipe out this entire fleet.
Construction complete.
Kind of interesting in seeing what the Covenant ships look like, ability-wise, because I still have yet to check them out. Like I said, I didn't even play very long with the humans. We know there's a lot of guys over here, so let's go send them off to their doom. Yeah, I didn't want both of you to go, just the battle group.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Oh man, they were sitting there waiting for me too. The second I came through, they were there. And we can't fire back.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There we go, weapons are online again. So we're down to 285. They've destroyed one of our ships. Or two of our ships, actually. There's one there. Yep, there's 4 dead UNSC ships as the rest of them come into the fight. So the UNSC got wiped out, and these guys are self-healing, so we really didn't do anything here. A lot of UNSC guys lost their lives for no reason. They did some damage on these guys and got some of their firepower. That's about it, just some of their firepower. Last ship, UNSC Chioglossa.
Situation log updated.
And with that final ship, our admiral died with them. So we no longer have an admiral. We could have retreated. Retreating does damage your ship because of not having a course plotted out. Alright guys, let me know what you thought of this. If you want to see more, tell me. I would be happy to oblige. I went a little bit over what I had planned to for that final battle and stuff, but I'll see you guys for the next video. Take it easy.